Reiko, nech to, jo? Reiko! Fuje to. It's like I'm always kind of waiting, you know. Is he gonna just sniff it, or is he gonna, like, you know, let me just get a little bite, you know? And he tried it, I think. Good boy. I don't know what, but like, it seems there's something new in there. Maybe some new, you know, maybe fettuccine, you know, or linguine a la fucking banana, and what else they could put? Chocolate chip cookies, you know. Seriously. Whew. Anyway. Or ice cream. Maybe they could scoop in ice cream. You know, that's like a Smurf blue with I don't know. Oh my god. It's bizarre. It is bizarre. Imagine I would have to communicate with such people. Like, if I would choose to study gamekeeping, and I would have to go to some sort of gatherings and events, and oh my god. Oh. Jesus Christ, that would be absolutely... Do you see Drake? Because it's there. I was gonna say, do you see Drake? Because I don't. Drake, pojď, tady jdeme. Tady jdeme, Drakeu. And he doesn't listen. No. No. Mr. Drake does not listen. Or maybe he does and goes his own way to the top. I don't know. No, tady jdeme. Okay, he went his own way. Oh my god. Sorry, man, I thought you're not listening to me. Good boy. Oh. You're a good boy. Oh. All right. Good? All right. By the way, if anyone's watching this, I doubt that anyone is, but if anyone's watching this, feel free to suggest, you know, a topic or anything that I, you know, should talk about. and it doesn't matter what it is. I mean, of course, my feel, as you can say, as you could tell if you've seen some of my videos, is mostly nature, but hell, you know, throw it out there, whatever you want, and I can cover that topic and, you know, talk about it or focus it on some of the walks. So, you know, feel free to suggest anything in the comments, and I'll look into it, you know. That's just a little suggestion. As I said, if anyone is watching this, which I doubt, because the only one I'm aware of watching it sort of here and there was my girlfriend, and she's not watching it either anymore, which I don't blame her, because there's like every day there's a video and it is like over 20 minutes long, so who would watch that, right? But you know, if then feel free to throw it out there. I'll check it out and cover it in the next video, if I'll, you know, be able to cover it, that is. But at least I can, you know, discuss it or talk about it, and it can be fun to an extent. Anyway, that was just a bit of a suggestion. But what is that? Oh, that's a blue tit. Oh, okay. What is it doing? Interesting sounds. And it's extending its wings, and I feel like it's, I feel like it's ready to, I mean, if it would be already time for chicks, I would say it's a chick, but it definitely, it wasn't a chick, and it's too soon for that, I think. But it looks like it's begging for something. Maybe she wants to copulate. I don't know. But it was interesting. It was like, not begging, but, you know, sort of like attracting or something along those lines. Interesting. Anyways, yeah. And you know, I mean, I started these videos, I didn't expect anyone to watch it. I don't actually care, to be honest. You know, I always upload the video. I turn off I use only Firefox for that, and I don't use Firefox at all. Only for this reason. So I always upload it there, and I close the Firefox off and then open it once I'm uploading another video. And I don't watch if I have some views or whatever. I don't really care. And it's not really why I started this channel. Yeah, as I said, it's like mostly the reason I started it, because I don't know, actually. I just felt it would be a nice idea and I would enjoy it, and I did. And I still do, to an extent. And as I said, I'm doing it for me, to be quite frank and honest with you. Mostly doing it for me. So I don't mind, you know, if I have 0 views or 1 view or whatever, 10 views. I don't, you know, not really the reason why I'm doing this. Not for views, for subscribers or whatever. I am aware that it's not a popular content, and I'm not even trying to make it popular. I mean, you could have seen, I'm not putting any special thumbnails or anything. It's just timestamp of the video, really. And I'm never, even if there's a chance to put sort of a more dramatic title or something that might attract more attention, I'm not doing it. You know, I know I could do it, but I'm not that person. I don't need to sort of clickbait people and sort of give people some false expectations, and they come in and they're like, oh, this is a fucking 30-minute video about a guy talking about shit, you know, who cares? So I'm not, you know, I'm not sort of fooling anyone. I'm putting what I'm putting here, I'm like putting transparently. So it is what it is. I'm not even putting timestamps like that you could switch. I was thinking about it and I was like, you know what, it's whatever, you know, it's just not worth, like, it's just not worth the time, not worth the effort, you know. I don't know, I just feel like capturing the moment, putting it out there. I'm of course trying to make it at least a little better with the exposure and everything. Sometimes I put some subtitles and that's it. And I know I could make it 1,000 times better. I know I could do some cuts, and you know, I could make it much shorter, and like, you know, like YouTubers these days, I mean, they make a million cuts and they make it into a smaller video, and then it's like engaging, and they have all these zoom ins and sound effects and all that. I don't really want to do that, you know. There's like way too much of that on the internet already. And I was like, you know what, let's just put some down to earth, you know, normal, completely unedited, genuine sort of honest content, you know, because that's something that, as far as I've seen, or maybe that's the thing, that it's there but you don't see it because it's like it's got 0 views and the algorithm just doesn't put it out there. That's maybe the problem. Maybe the content is out there but people just don't watch that kind of thing. And it's understandable. I'm not like, oh, like, shame on them, you know. No, I mean, like, I get it. I don't know if I would watch my videos, to be honest, as a random sort of visitor, you know. I don't know. I don't know, frankly. I don't think so. It's like, oh, 30 minutes, I don't have time for that. And I just move on. That's the days. That's the time we live in, you know. Like, nobody got time for that. And you can, you know, of course, crop through the video and, like, you know, see some like interesting bits and all that, if there are any. But I mean, you know, why would, like, what is the motivation, right? Like, what would be the motivation? So I get it, and that's exactly why I'm not doing this with expectations of having shit ton of views and subscribers, because I don't care, you know. I don't really care. I'm just like, I don't know, I guess it's kind of a video diary for me, really, and I'm using YouTube as a medium to store it at. And then if someone's gonna watch it, you know, and it will give them something, you know, like new piece of information, knowledge, fun, I don't know, then good. But if not, also good, you know. So that's kind of the situation. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue making these videos. They might be, maybe they will actually be days when I'm not gonna talk at all, because I progressively feel more like it to just go and not talk. And if there's nothing to really comment on, then why would I open my mouth, right? I mean, I could talk about all sorts of things, of course, but I'm like, what's the point, you know? So yeah, I'm just gonna, I guess I'm gonna keep capturing these videos in the upcoming, as long as I can, I guess, I don't know. And I'm just gonna keep doing this, and I'm not gonna change it in any way to make it more popular or whatever. No, I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. And that's that. But yeah, a little suggestion, if you're watching it, then, you know, feel free, like, don't be shy, put out there a comment, tell me I suck, or, you know, tell me I should kill myself, whatever, you know, like, just feel free, put any suggestion. You know, you can't hurt my feelings, you know. And there's nothing I wouldn't like to see, you know, even if it's critique, even if it's an insult, go for it. I would love to see it. I don't care, but, you know, then go on, you know, and then I can sort of maybe talk about it in some of the videos. You know, it's gonna give me a little bit of a guidance to, you know, what should I cover or not, you know. And I'm gonna have my own things, of course. There's gonna be mushrooms here, you know, an insect there, and so something that I'll stop by and talk about a little bit. And if there's gonna be nothing, then I'm just gonna walk through in silence, because that was actually the initial idea for this whole channel. So I'm just gonna go back to the back to the roots. Back to the original idea anyway. Well, so that's that. That is that. And by the way, when I'm not capturing, I'm talking to myself anyway, you know. Even if I don't have the camera on, even before I had the GoPro and doing these videos, I was talking to myself, pondering about various different things, brainstorming about this or that. I was doing it, you know, guilty as charged. Because I don't know, I'm just used to it. I spent a lot of my childhood alone. I never had, I would say, many friends. Often I had no friends, and that still holds true to this day. And I kind of got used to spend time with myself, you know, alone. And that's kind of what gave me this kind of a observation skill, because I didn't have to, I was paying attention to my surroundings a lot, and I spent a lot of time in nature alone as a kid. And that's what got me to love nature, and what got me to appreciate nature, and that's what got me to know nature as well, because I was curious too. So I spent a lot of time in nature, and I spent a lot of time getting to know nature and reading about it, and watching various documentaries and all that. And yeah, I mean, if you'll be alone on an island, I'm sure you would start talking to yourself too. It helps with sort of loneliness, let's say, and with sort of isolation and all that. So I guess I created that habit when I was a little kid. And nowadays, you know, the only person I got to talk to is my girlfriend. And other than that, it's just me and Drake and my hands, and that's it. And I don't complain. I'm perfectly fine with that. Some people would say, oh, I would lose my fucking mind. But I'm very happy, actually, and content, and totally, I can, you know, could be even more isolated. I could live in some forest somewhere, away from everyone, and I would be content, you know. Like if I would have, you know, if I would be in the nature and I would have tools to do for instance, some of my hobbies or something I enjoy, I'll be totally good, you know. So I don't really need friends. I don't really need people to talk to, you know, because I got myself. I mean, that's cheesy, but I mean, yeah, it's kind of true. I got myself, and I got Drake, and I got my closest person in the world, that is my girlfriend, and that is enough for me, you know. Like, I do have love, I do have closeness, both physical and emotional, with a person I love, and that's all I need, you know. Yeah, that's all I need. But I do talk to myself, yeah, because, you know, if you spend a lot of time alone, then why not, right? And so this is kind of like talking to myself, but I'm capturing it on camera, which, you know, just it's the same thing, but I'm just capturing it. I'm just capturing, and it's more sort of organic, because it feels like I'm actually talking to someone, but I'm actually not, because nobody's watching these videos. So, you know, it's kind of like the same thing. It's like a video diary for me, essentially. So Vuk, if you're listening to this in 10 years, in 10 years time, I hope you're doing great, and I hope that you are happy, and I hope you are in a state where you don't have to work anymore, because I know how much you fucking hate work. So I hope you're there. I hope you made it, buddy, and I love you. Your past self from, I don't know where you're gonna watch this, so yeah, time capsule. All right. Anyway, I'm just messing around. All right, so I guess I'm gonna sign off now.